There is no real world. There's no real world. There is what is happening now, and there are infinite perspectives of what is happening now. And there are different things happening for different people through different lenses based on what happened to them, based on their upbringing, based on their culture and society, and their place in the world and their time, based on their thoughts, based on their beliefs, based on their conditioning. There is no one reality, just like I was talking about in my other video about the real you and how stressful of a concept it can be to believe there's a real you, and you have to hunt it down and find it and keep it and know exactly what that is. And that's not a changeful, ever changeful thing. And like you're not wholly, beautifully, perfectly, enoughly yourself in this moment. And so this is the same thing, but to the world. There's no real world either. The world is what the world is, and it is entirely subjective to the lens of perception that is happening through apparently different eyes. That's a whole other topic, but apparently through different eyes, apparently through different perspectives, which are all the one consciousness, the universe itself, God, life, whatever you want to call that. It's having an experience as and through you, and it's utterly unique. So if you are causing yourself any stress about the real world, well, I can't do this, I can't think this, I can't do that, I can't have that, whatever those things are, I can't do that, I can't have that because that's not the real world. The real world is malleable, shiftable. Different people have different perspectives, and those different perspectives lead to different actions, and those different actions lead to different results. And sometimes just the shift in perspective alone can do miracles. I've seen that happen again and again in my life, that when my mind is changed, when I've let go of a belief that I was really locked into and saw the other side of it, then suddenly the world opened up, and suddenly I saw the world and experienced the world in a completely different way. So if you are holding this idea of the real world and that's one thing, you can let that go. I invite you, you don't have to, I invite you to explore letting that idea go, because it can cause you so much stress. So how do you do that? How do you let that go? Well, you question. You question what you believe. And then you see how the opposite of your belief is also true for other people or other situations or other events. And then when your mind sees that, you begin to get free. There's more space. Like, oh, I really thought the world was this way, but now that I see this, I see that that's not everyone's reality, but that's been my reality. That's the reality I've been taught, but it's not everyone's. So your mind opens, and when your mind opens, your world opens. So I'd love to hear what you think about the real world when people tell you about get real. Get real according to whose reality? Join the real world. Whose real world? Everyone's real world is utterly different depending on their circumstances and their experience and their filters and their conditioning and their lens and everything that I said at the beginning of this video. So play with that. See how it feels. See what comes up. I'd love to hear what comes up. All right. I'll see you next time.